Qui Qui was not your ordinary white kitten. For one, his name was Qui Qui, pronounced Qui Qui, which sounded less like a cat and more like a squeaky door. For two, he was absolutely certain the universe owed him something extraordinary. One sunny morning, while batting an old shoelace under the porch, Qui Qui uncovered something glimmering. It wasn't a bug, it wasn't a coin, it was an enchanted collar, shiny and glowing with tiny paw prints etched into the metal. Naturally, he tried to chew on it first, but the moment it snapped around his neck, poof! Qui Qui was no longer a kitten, he was a squirrel. Interesting, thought Qui Qui, immediately running up a tree and terrifying a family of actual squirrels. Chitter, chitter, losers, this is my tree now. Unfortunately, 5 seconds later, he forgot how squirrel tails work and fell off the branch. Poof! He tried again. This time he turned into a goldfish sitting in the middle of the driveway. Blub, thought Qui Qui. Mistakes were made. Luckily, a passing toddler with a juice box plopped him into a kiddie pool. Poof! Next, Qui Qui became a pigeon. He strutted into town, cooing loudly and dive-bombing people's hot dogs. He discovered he loved bread more than life itself until an old man chased him off with a broom. Over the next week, Qui Qui tested out his enchanted collar in every way imaginable. He became a horse just to gallop down the street, causing Mrs. Dobbin's laundry to blow away. He turned into a cow and stood in front of the ice cream shop, mooing ominously. He became a dog and stole the mailman's sandwiches 3 days in a row. Finally, after all his chaos, Qui Qui thought, what's the most powerful animal of all? He transformed into a lion. The neighborhood froze. Dogs barked. People screamed. Kids dropped their popsicles. Qui Qui roared so loudly that every bird flew away. Then, satisfied, he strutted majestically down the street. But unfortunately, being a lion came with a new problem. He was still the size of a kitten, a 6-inch tall, squeaky little lion. Roar! He squeaked, sounding more like a rubber duck. Everyone laughed. Embarrassed, Qui Qui turned back into a kitten. He sat in the middle of the road, tail twitching, and thought, fine, I'll stick to being myself. But I'll still use this collar for snacks. And so, Qui Qui the kitten lived happily ever after. Sometimes as a pigeon when he wanted free bread, sometimes as a dog when he wanted sandwiches, but always, always as the funniest little chaos machine the neighborhood had ever seen. The end.